like we could have used some Dark Knight Rises Bane here for this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Bucket Think Tank for Detective Comics issue 1002. So if you recall when we last left off, Batman found himself under the boot of the Arkham Knight. And well, here we are, Batman still under the boot of the Arkham Knight. And he's trying to figure out what this guy wants. Like, what do you want? What are you doing on my city? He's like, your city? That's adorable. So incredibly arrogant. I don't recall anybody giving you this city. Like, you're the problem with this city. You've blinded it, wrapped it with darkness, and pushed it into a black pit. I mean to bring it into the light. And when Batman calls him just another monster, he says, well, who's worse? The monster or the monster who scares the monster? As he prepares to bring the sword down on Batman, but he's interrupted by the hardworking men and women of the GCPD. The problem is that this leads to effectively a shootout with the Arkham Knight's forces in the GCPD, and then we see something interesting. As the Arkham Knight is going through deflecting bullets with his shield, he also saves the cop's partners when his gun misfires, blocking with his own body. This tells us something else. But then the Arkham Knight gives him a choice. Either we can keep going and more officers will get hurt, possibly even more civilians, or you can stop right now and let me go. And Batman has to let him go. And so while he's getting worked on by Alfred, he's going over the arrows, the weaponry. Okay, it's made from the same stuff as my suit, which is why it was so able to pierce through. And Damian, meanwhile, is not impressed. Like, you know what, you just went too easy on them, and, we should have done this better. I could have done this better. And this sort of reflects on, Damian's personality. There's a certain arrogance to him. Most of it's earned, some of it's unearned. In his mind, there's nothing, that he and his dad can't do. And so if anyone, ever beat them, it's because, well, it's my dad's one weakness, he holds back. And Damian finds out he's found remnants of the day bomb that was used to light up the city, and he's going to go dig it up, and that'll help him find out exactly who the Arkham Knight is, or at the very least where he's operating from. So as he goes to get it, feeling all sorts of Damian Wayne accomplished, he's met by the Arkham Knight's force. He's like, okay, well, I got this. And it turns out he doesn't got this. And he wakes up in the Arkham Knight's lair, which turns out to be a castle, which we all kind of figured, in front of a carving of what we assume to be Batman. And he points out this is an ancient place, it's an old carving, and I'm not sure if it implies that, the Arkham Knight didn't carve it, but at the same time, he probably did, but he carved it a long time ago. He then shows that he's been expecting Damian because, well, he has a suit of armor for Damian, specifically for Robin. And he says, like, you know what? I'd like you to join. I'd like you to, operate the day, bring light to Gotham City, and whatnot. So I'll leave you here to think about it. To which Damian's like, okay, yeah, sure, I'm getting out of here. And he crawls through a vent, he thinks all is fine, and then he comes into the room where he's met by, I have no idea who one of them are, but I know one is Mr. Freeze, the Mad Hatter, Hugo Strange, Solomon Grundy, and the Arkham Knight and his forces. You're like, well, how about that? Stubborn and persistent. So I'm guessing you're having doubts about stepping into the light. And he says, I'll have to try hard to convince you, as he removes his hood, or his helmet, to reveal who he is. Which we don't get to see. So that's Detective Comics issue 1002, and I'm not quite sure how to feel about the possible reveal of the Arkham Knight's identity this early. Could he be Prometheus? Could he be Jason Todd? Please don't be Jason Todd. Could it be Jim Gordon Jr., as if to freak me out? I highly doubt it. He's probably Ducard's son, still alive somehow. Or could be Ducard. It's hard to tell, really. I highly doubt it is Ducard. So the question is, who is the Arkham Knight? Maybe it's somebody we don't know at all. But I am looking forward to this. We might not see Damian for a while after this. It might just be that Damian will know who he is, but we won't see Damian. We'll just see Batman searching for Damian, and then maybe another 2 or 3 issues we won't see Damian, or we'll see Damian talking to the Arkham Knight without us knowing who he is. Or something like that. With that in mind, let's bring this video to close here. If you're new to the Bucket Think Tank, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out some other videos, and I will catch you all later. This is the Bucket Think Tank signing out. Thanks for watching. May your fandom serve you well.